starting out, it was different than it is starting out now for the young ladies coming into this field, but it was definitely a little bit of, are they going to take me seriously? Is she for real? That type of environment.
So when I first started with the city of Clearwater, I worked in Parks and Recreation in the Special Events Division. For the first couple of years, I felt like I had to prove myself more than my male counterparts. But through time, I gained the respect and established my path in the industry.
I applied for positions in the public sector and I was hired on as the HR director for the city of Gulfport. And so that is a field that is much more widely accepted for women to serve in. Now going into the city administration role or city manager role, that is much different in terms of, being a woman in these male-dominated industry. The calling I felt to come into this role, though, honestly, the position presented itself to me unexpectedly, but I was surrounded by so much support from internally to city managers and county administrators across not just the county, but the state. And then our community just absolutely embraced my serving in this position.
As a woman in engineering, starting out my career in the early 80s and 90s, it was very challenging. But yet on the other hand, I think because of that, it was also very rewarding. I was frequently the only woman in the room, and at first that's very intimidating, but once you show your capabilities, it really just pushes you harder to succeed, prove yourself.
At first, I think I was my own worst critic. I came in thinking that I was coming into a male-dominated industry and I needed to prove myself, but the only person I needed to prove myself to was really me. Everybody was very welcoming, and it's a job that no matter your gender, you can do and be great at.
There are some who put us in a different category, and so hold us to different standards that are different than men. Specifically appearances, right? Which as a fashion designer, I already stand out because of my passion for fashion. So sometimes there are situations or criteria that I'm being held to, to a standard where a man wouldn't, And so I found that the most challenging, having certain aspects of my persona or my person or my appearance being evaluated rather than what I'm saying or what I'm doing.
Well, back when I first started, the uniforms were tailored to men, so that was a bit of a challenge. We've made a lot of progress in that area. I was raised by a single mother, so we had to work for everything that we have. So the work ethic that my mom instilled in me, I brought it to the police department. I was not gonna take no for an answer, and I was gonna do the best that I could do, and I was gonna prove that no matter what gender I was, I could handle the job.